Oh,
So
absolutely. And when you don't have your crutches, when I was there, it was like the first week I thought, oh, I have Netflix, I've got Pandora, I've got TV. I had none of that. Netflix doesn't work over there. Pandora didn't. My television has 3 Spanish stations. You have no friends. You
Canal
can't just
Plus.
call people. Yeah. And you're right. You can't just talk and hang out and
Yeah.
go, oh my God, because they don't, they're like, what? Nobody knows you. And so a lot of challenges, just how to get to the bus stop, how to figure out
Hmm.
navigating Ava's school. So you've done that several times.
Yes, I have.
Yeah.
I lived in Bolivia for a year and a half, and Spain for a year, Venezuela for a couple months. But when I moved to Bolivia, it was similar to your situation. I think if you didn't know much Spanish at all, I quit my job and bought a plane ticket, moved to Bolivia. I arrived during some conflict times with IMF and the World Bank, which is another story. But there was a strike, so I couldn't even get from the airport to my host family's home. And luckily, one of the persons on the plane was a doctor, and she knew some English as well. And that's one thing I found, actually. If you ask a child for help, they'll usually speak English.
Really?
Yeah, because they're brought up now with multiple languages.
Yeah.
And whereas the older people, they don't know English at all sometimes. So.
Yeah, that's the same as Spain. They said they're now training their kids
Yeah.
to learn Spanish.
Yeah, exactly. So ask a younger person for help,
Yes.
and they're probably not going to lie to you.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
whereas an older person in Latin countries, they'll want to help you, but they might give you, not exact directions.
Wrong directions just to get rid of you.
Just to-
Yeah, that way.
Well, just to feel like they're helping
Yes,
you and to
yes.
make you feel happy or safer, but in reality you're going in block circles,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, but anyway, that's a cultural thing, I think, but which is another thing you have to deal with too, cultural differences when you're living overseas. But one thing you did mention is living with passion,
Yes.
and to me that's what I've always tried to do. Be present, be passionate about what you're doing. Otherwise, don't even do it.
Yes.
What's the use of it? I've had one guy I worked with at in a past job, former life as a mechanical engineer, and he was an Apache shaman. He's like, Kenneth, unless it's life and death, don't do it. It's got to be a life or death matter. And I've kind of grew up doing that anyway, so.